everybody. Welcome to RPM, Rock and Pop Mandolin, your site for learning classic rock and pop songs on this wonderful little 8-stringed instrument. My name is Mike DeJong, and in this video, we're taking a look at a classic from the 1970s called Love the One You're With. This one was written and performed initially by Stephen Stills of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young fame, although it has been covered by numerous people over the years. A great song, great funky little tune to play on the mandolin. I'll show you how to do that. But first, if you're new here, don't hesitate to hit that little subscriber button down there in the lower right corner of your screen. It really helps this channel to continue to grow. And if you are a returning subscriber, thanks very much for coming back, but don't hesitate to check out all of those links down below. Some of them will be very beneficial, or they could be beneficial for your mandolin playing, including a link to my video lesson series, Rock and Pop Mandolin video lesson series, and that is still only $29.99. It's a great deal. Also down below, links to my affiliates, Sweetwater and Amazon, and of course, the Johansson Mandolin link. Finally, if you're looking for tab for this song and about, well, over 150 more as of this recording, check out my Patreon page, Rock and Pop Mandolin on Patreon, and you can get access to many things over there, including tabs and other types of lessons that I don't have here on my YouTube channel. But that's enough business. Let's take a look at this cool song by Stephen Stills called Love the One You're With for mandolin here on RPM. All right, Love the One You're With by Stephen Stills. It's in the key of C. Now, Stephen Stills on the guitar plays it in an alternate tuning that's basically a crazy open C tuning. I'm not going to do that here on the mandolin. I'll do it in regular standard tuning, but I'll show you the main chords and you can play it this way just as well, all right? So we're going to start off with a C bar chord, which is right here at the 5th fret of your G string, 5th fret of your D, and of course a bar chord means you're making a bar with your pointer finger there right across all of the frets. Although I'm not playing all of these notes, I'm playing those two, then I'm bringing in my 3rd finger here, right? And that's the 7th fret of the A string, and then I'm bringing in my little pinky finger there on the 8th fret of the E string, all right? So it's 5, 5, 7, 8, right? And I'm moving these two fingers up to there to make an F chord. All right, I'm keeping that one locked, the pointer finger locked on the 5th fret of the G, but now I'm moving the 3rd finger to the 7th fret of the D string and the pinky to the 8th fret of the A string. So basically that same configuration, just moving it up 2 strings, all right? So, and I'm doing a kind of a funky rhythm here, so if you watch, I'll break it down afterwards. So, right? Like that. And then in between, I'm just doing some chukka, some ghost notes, right? Those will be very useful in this song. They add to the kind of the funky flavor of it. So, okay, so like that. Then I'm moving that pattern down to these chords. And basically it's a C and an F again. It's just a different voicing on the mandolin. So now I'm going to the C chord here, the open C at the 2nd fret of your D string, 3rd fret of your A, and of course your open G, so like that. But I'm trying to aim for just those 2 strings in the middle if possible. If you can, like that. Try just to hit those 2. Again, same downstroke pattern as before. Okay, so I'm doing the C chord there. Then I'm bringing these 2 fingers to here to make an F chord. I'm leaving my 3rd finger locked down on that 3rd fret of the A, but now I'm using 2nd fret and 3rd fret here, and then 3rd fret. So again, like this. So it might be easier to make this C chord here now. And instead of the normal way that you would with these 2 fingers, I'm going to use my 1st finger and my 3rd finger there, because then I can move those ones a little easier like that. I just have to shift the 1 finger rather than the 2. So let's do that. You see, so I'm basically alternating between those 2 patterns from high to low. Now, you don't have to do that. You could just stick with that part. In fact, that part I just play straight through in the choruses, right? So that's Love the One You're With. When he's going love the one you're with, right? I'm just sticking in that position for the chorus part. But in the verses, I like to vary it up a little bit, and I think Stephen Stills did that on the guitar as well. He played from high to low. So once again, notice I'm doing a lot of ghost notes as well, so. And here, I'm actually deadening this string here, the top string, the G, when I'm doing that C chord there. You see that? I noticed that. Because again, you want to try to get those two notes voiced, right? You don't really want to hit that G if you can help it, right? So, like that. Those are the verses and basically the choruses of this song. All right, now there's another section that I call kind of the pre-chorus, and it's a nice little descending pattern from A minor to G to the F. Right, he does that 3 times. Before he goes back to for the verses, or for the choruses, right? So what are those in the pre-chorus? Well, that's an A minor, so 5th fret here of your G, 2nd fret of the D, an open A and E, right? Then a basic open G chord, you all know that one, right? That's 2nd fret here on the A, 3rd fret of the E, and all the way through. These are open. And then I'm going to an F chord down there. So again, it's the 5th fret of your G string. This time the 3rd fret of the D, open A, and 1st fret there on your E string. That's an F chord. So, and the strumming pattern's a little different from the other part of the song. It's more. So he starts off with like 2 downstrokes there. So I'm going, if you can get that, in between. You see? So down, up, to the G chord, to that F chord. This is a tough one. You might have to slow the video down if you want to see what I'm really doing with the strumming patterns. And you can do that with a little button at the bottom of this page on YouTube. But it's really hard for me to explain what I'm doing there because I can't really analyze that strumming pattern. I'm just going like that. That's the slow version. So he does that 3 times. And then back to the C part for the choruses. And as I mentioned, I stick on that pattern for the choruses right there in the middle of the mandolin neck. All right, and the final pattern that you want to learn in this song goes, and this kind of mirrors what the vocalists are doing, right? Okay, so what am I doing there? I'm going 3, 2, 3, 2 on the D string. So, right? Again, all downstrokes. And then up to the 5th fret. Right? The 5th fret there of your D. And I'm also bringing in the 3rd fret of the A string as a double stop. Like that. So. And then the last time, down, up, like that. Down, up, right? Very staccato. So, and now, if you want, you might be able to use the A string on this as well. Because that's probably what they're doing with the voices, with the vocals, is harmonizing. So you can harmonize it there by just keeping that third finger down on the 3rd fret of the A, like that. Or you could harmonize it with the open A, perhaps, like this. I leave it open to your interpretation because whatever works for your ears. If you just want to do that single note, you can do that as well, but don't forget to hit that as a full chord there. So I'm playing a C chord there at the end, another voicing of the C chord. I've shown you two already. Here's a third voicing, 5th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret. Yep, that's another C chord right there. So like that, and just to end the song. All right, that's it. That's Love the One You're With by Stephen Stills. Again, another fun track for you to play on the mandolin. Really funky if you get those ghost notes going and the chord patterns. Enjoy that. Have a lot of fun with it, and let me know how it goes for you. Thanks again for tuning into this video and for being a subscriber to RPM. We really appreciate that too. And check out all those links down below to really help the channel. Thanks very much for watching RPM.